So, whilst I'm out here in the Los Angeles area, I think it would be rude not to get a review on this thing, the Tesla Cybertruck, because you can't get these in Europe. And although I think it's a pretty cool looking thing, I do think it's very, very overrated, which I'm going to explain in today's video. However, though, I can certainly understand the hype. But I'm Max Devani, and welcome to Driven Plus. So let me tell you the first reason why I think this truck is overrated. It's this, what it's made out of, the stainless steel body. That bit's pretty cool, right? And I suppose it's never going to rust, especially out here in Los Angeles. However, though, this is the only colour you can get it in. Therefore, most of the Cybertrucks I've seen in Los Angeles have been wrapped, and I can certainly understand why, because if you keep it in the original colour, as you can see here on the doors, they accumulate a lot of fingerprints, and it's an absolute nightmare to keep clean. And then say you have a cleaning cloth to wipe all these fingerprints that come on the Cybertruck. As you can see here, there are a lot of sharp edges, so it's going to cut your cloth and it's also going to cut your finger off. And that brings me on to another problem, is the safety aspect of this car. It's not very safe. I mean, if this hits a pedestrian in the street, it's going to split him in half. And if you get in a crash with another car, yeah, good if you're in the Cybertruck, but I wouldn't want to be in the other car, you'd probably die. Another reason are these headlights here. Now this really is form over function, and although they look cool because they look hidden, now out here in Los Angeles you don't ever get any snow, but if you have the Cybertruck in a place which you do, then there's a ledge here, so it's going to accumulate a load of snow and block basically what you can see. Now, although its peculiar shape is what gives this car so much attention, there is some design flaws which I have already mentioned, and one of them is the rear seats. Now, to open the door, it's touch sensitive and it'll come out to you like that, which is pretty cool, and it opens quite far as well. However, though, you have to be careful that you don't bang your head or split your head from the stainless steel. But when we come in, one thing is you do not get much headspace here, so it actually feels like you sat in a coupe car. However, though, you get loads of leg space. I have to say, it's very comfortable. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the last reason why I think this truck is overrated, and it's to do with this windscreen and windshield wiper. Look at that thing! Like the designers thought, no, we're not going to go with two, we're going to go with one massive goth thing. However, though, I got to admit, when I went to the Tesla dealership and they, showed me around this thing, guess how much this is to replace? $75. Now, although you think that's quite expensive, I actually don't think that's too bad given the size of it. However, though, meet me on the inside, I'll show you another design flaw. Now, again, because of its peculiar shape, you've got a real weird kind of vision going on here. Now, imagine trying to clean, going to use the cloth again, imagine trying to clean the inside of this windshield. It's just impossible. Imagine trying to live with this in the UK on cold mornings, trying to defrost your screen. Not happening. But in 2025, you'll be able to buy 3 different types of the Cybertruck. One being a entry-level rear-wheel drive single motor version, which is due out this year at some point. Another version is this, which I'm set in right now. It's an all-wheel drive dual motor version. And you can also buy a range topping, and they call it the Cyber Beast, which has 845 horsepower. Now, this version alone has 600 horsepower and 715 Newton meters of torque from its 122 kilowatt hour battery. Now, the battery alone weighs 722 kilos. That's over 1,600 pounds. And Tesla also say it will do a 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. Let's find out. Now, before I launch the Cybertruck, let me tell you about its weight. It's not light. It's a very, very heavy car. It weighs in at 3 tons, and for you Americans, that's 6,500 pounds. And that's without even carrying stuff. Anyway, on your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you want to look into them. And to launch this car, I'm going to put it in sport mode, and the ride height is lowered. So let's see what we're going to get. Here we go. Oh, it launches well. And there's 60. What we got there? Let's have a look. 4.02, pretty much bang on the money, Tesla. Very, very good. Do we need to go again? I don't think so. 3-ton truck doing 4 seconds 0 to 60 with 600 horsepower. Very good. If you want to go faster, you buy the Cyber Beast. Back to the review. Now, I will admit, I do quite like the boldness of the design of the Cybertruck. I just think the presence this has is like nothing we've ever seen before, and therefore I am a fan. Now, when we look at the front design, you've got this LED daytime running light here. That's not the headlights are mounted down here. And under here sits a front boot, as you American calls, the frunk, which has 200 litres of space, and you've got Cybertruck in the middle as well. Now, I will put this out there. This thing turns heads as much as a supercar. It's just because of its design. It's like nothing we see on the roads. Now, let's go have a look at the side design. Now, let's start with these wheels. 20-inch alloys with 285 profile tyres. Now, these tyres are designed specifically for the Cybertruck. It actually says Cybertruck on them somewhere, so that's pretty cool. Now, coming on to these triangle-sized mirrors as well, they match the design of this car. And let's talk about the glass. Obviously, they are supposed to be bulletproof, useful for you Americans, and apparently it can withstand a bullet of a 9mm. I don't know, I'm not really into my bullets, so I wouldn't know. However, though, this wouldn't really make much sense in the UK. I suppose the whole thing would be classed as a weapon itself. Now, come to the back of the Cybertruck, you also get another daytime and light going along the back there, and you've got your indicators on the end. And the tailgate is electronically dampened, so it will go down like that. However, if you press the button again, it won't go up. You have to do it manually. I need that back down again. And you've got this panel here which goes up electronically, as you can see there. Very, very good. Now, along the side you get two LED running lights there, so they're great for vision. You also get an extended storage space down there as well. Now, the bed size is good for 6x4, and apparently the payload is 2,500 pounds. And for us European enthusiasts, that translates to an Alpine A110. So the Cybertruck does have some competition. Off the top of my head, you've got the Hummer EV, which is my favourite electric truck. You've also got the Rivian R1, which is a cool looking thing. And you've also got the Ford F-150 Lightning. All those trucks are very good, but I think the selling point about the Cybertruck is the Tesla network that is out there. Obviously, the superchargers are a fantastic part about owning a Tesla. And when you connect the Cybertruck to a Tesla supercharger, after 15 minutes of charging, it will already have 136 miles of range. And that's pretty impressive. So in terms of actual range, Tesla say the all-wheel drive Cybertruck will do a range of 325 miles. Now, I've read up on a few forums and I've seen owners say expect somewhere in the region of 250 miles. Don't know if that's true, but that's obviously going to depend on a lot of things. How you drive it, how you charge it, the environment that it's in. Out here in California, blue skies today, which is pretty much every day, is probably the optimum place to drive an electric car. And we've got 231 miles left, and we have got 71% left of its battery. So yeah, there's a lot of dependencies there. However, though, here's one for you. If you're planning to tow with your Cybertruck, expect to lose 47% of its range. So if you start from a full battery, you're only looking at 150 to 175 miles. That's not very good. However, one thing which is very good is the towing capacity. So a Cybertruck can tow 11,000 pounds. That's 5,000 kilos, 5 tons. That's impressive. So one huge thing which Tesla fitted to the Cybertruck is something called steer-by-wire. Basically, you've got no steering column and it uses sensors all around the car. So you haven't really got much weight to the steering wheel. And although the steer-by-wire is very good for city driving, as we come to a stop sign here, I'm going to turn right. Come on, you first, ma'am. You're welcome. And then me. What it's good for is you turn right here, you don't feel it's 3-ton weight, and you've also got 4-wheel steering, so it's very manoeuvrable. However, one thing is it's quite deceptive as well. You don't really feel it's 3-ton weight. However, saying that, do you buy the Cybertruck to have an engaging experience? Of course not. Now, considering the wow factor and technology Tesla have used in the Cybertruck, I think they've priced this thing really, really well. Now, the soon-to-be released rear-wheel drive single motor version will start from $57,000. This version, the all-wheel drive dual motor version, is $76,000. If you want the range topping Cyber Beast, that will cost you $96,000. But who needs 845 horsepower in a truck? Well, mind you, that would be pretty cool. Now come to the inside of the Cybertruck, and shock, it's very minimalistic, like all Teslas are nowadays. There's no buttons. If you like buttons, go buy a Toyota Tundra, which is probably what I'd do anyway. But let's start with this steering wheel. It's like a yoke design. It's pretty easy to live with. All the buttons are in the steering wheel as well. Now when we come onto this infotainment screen, 18.5 inches. You know, you got all your different modes there, and all your dynamics and what you can control. Down here, there's nothing here, so you got, it's very spacious. You got your 2 cup holders there, bit of a storage space there as well. More storage going on here. Your glove box. Let's see how size that is if we can open it. See, this is where just like a good old lever or something, or a latch. Just there we are, glove box. Oh, it's like a drawer. Look at that. That's very, very cool. Surprised it lets you manually shut it, not press the button. Now, it's, as you can see here, panoramic sunroof. Oh, sorry, it's not a sunroof, it's just like a sun glass. And here, look how massive the windscreen is. If I get rid of the sun visor, it's absolutely huge. And this is cool as well. Look, this is like magnetic. If you put it there, I'll show you on your passenger side. So it goes like that, and when you put it back in, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? And look at that bit there. You've got your mirror there as well. Looks like they've overcomplicated that, but I suppose they've used that for an extension. Hazard button is there, and you've also got, you know, some lights going on as well. And the seats are really comfortable. They're heated and cooled as well. So best seat in the Cybertruck is in the back. Not because it's spacious and comfortable, is because you can watch my video or YouTube, and where I explain why I bought my BMW M140i. And if you want to watch that video, click on the pop-up banner now, and I explain all the reasons why I bought that car. Very different to this car which I'm reviewing today. So what's it actually like to drive? You know what? It's really good. The ride is really smooth thanks to riding on an air suspension which you can raise and lower. The funny thing for me is the horn. Don't know what you can hear from the outside. Can't hear anything. But the only thing you do have to get used to is that really long windscreen. Once you kind of reposition yourself and you understand corner to corner, because what I'm used to, or normal people are used to, is the windscreen coming and then seeing the bonnet, and then you kind of gain an understanding of how to position the car on the road, and how big the car is as well. But once you get used to it, it's fine. And it's fast. It doesn't half shift its weight. Oh, it's impressive. Other than that, if you're going to be buying one though, I think you should expect to draw attention wherever you go. Would I buy one? Well, I live in the UK, so that's a good enough excuse for me to say I can't, which I wouldn't anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it today. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more of this content. And if you like this content out here in the US, let me know, and I suppose we'll have to make a trip of it more often. And if you're in the LA area and you think, yeah, I like his videos, and I'm going to make a thing of coming here, then get in touch with me and we can, you know, sort something out. Anyway, cheers guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.